What's up guys, Force Closed here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to manipulate procs in the arena. This strategy only works for offense, so if you're the attacking player and you know your enemy's defense, you can position your heroes in a certain order to determine who gets targeted first. The reason this works is the game is based on an aggro priority system. Basically, whoever you place on the map first gets targeted first, whoever you place second gets targeted second, and so on and so forth. This applies for raids, dungeons, boss fight, and arena matches. So for example, let's assume that the enemy has a Thunder God in the middle lane. What you can do is place an Atlantic Core in the middle lane, followed by the rest of your heroes in the bottom lane. The rest of your heroes will not be targeted by Thunder God until the Atlantic Core dies. You can further this strategy by placing, let's say, an Atlantic Core in the middle lane, followed by a Paladin in the top lane, and then the rest of your heroes in the bottom lane. Both the Atlantic Core and the Paladin have to die before Thunder God will target your other heroes. This can be a great strategy if you need a DPS team to rush to the shrine without taking any damage or getting stunned. Alright, now in this match you're going to notice something slightly different. I placed Grim Reaper first, followed by 3 other heroes, and I'm placing my last 2 heroes in the bottom pad. So, from what I just said, Reaper should take aggro, right? Or maybe some of my other heroes. Well, actually, pay close attention to my shrine over here on the left. There's a Thunder God proc. So how come Thunder God procced on the shrine instead of my heroes? I just explained Reaper was the first one placed, he should have taken aggro. Well, Thunder God's a bit of an exception. His proc is based on proximity as well as the aggro priority. So, in raids you might notice he'll proc on a town hall instead of heroes. Sometimes he'll proc on a troop camp. And that's because of the proximity as well. So you can use this strategy to your advantage in the arena. Since I knew he had a Thunder God in the bottom lane, I placed my first hero in the top lane. Thunder God will not proc 2 lanes away because the shrine is too close. So that's all you have to do. If you place your hero on the opposite side of Thunder God, he will default to the shrine because that's what's more in his proximity. This doesn't work if Thunder God is in the middle lane. He will attack either lane if that's the case. And of course he won't attack from one shrine to the other side, so he always procs on the shrine once he reaches it. Alright, this video is about to come to an end, but I've got a couple more things I want to say here. If you pay close attention, I dropped my dragon last. My Multanica was the last one placed, and Reaper just procced, but he procced on everybody except for my Multanica. So this also applies to Spirit Mage and Reaper. Their targeting is based on who you place first. This strategy can be useful if you have low HP heroes and you want them to survive better. You can place them as the last one because they won't get targeted. Now here's a little tip for the future. When Ares is coming out, since Ares can only target 5 heroes, you might want to place your last 2 heroes as the most important ones, because Ares will not be able to target them. Well, it shouldn't, at least according to me. And those 2 heroes will continue to be able to proc. So you might want to place your own Ares as the last hero. Alright, there's something else. If you're on attack, how do you manipulate your Thunder God's proc? I just explained how the other Thunder God will proc, but how about your own? Well, I've heard from a source that the highest level hero on defense will get targeted first. So if they've got a level 170 Druid and a level 165 Pumpkin Duke and the rest of them are 160, first your Thunder God will proc on the Druid and then will proc on the Pumpkin Duke, followed by the rest of them. And this, of course, follows the other rules, assuming that the proximity is there, and etc., etc. Anyways, I hope you guys got some useful tips from this. I hope it can improve your arena strategy. Take care, guys.